I don't know what's happening in your area, but gas prices have gone up about 45 cents a gallon in the last 3 days here in Southern California in Los Angeles County. Thanks a lot. You know who I'm talking to. All right, everybody, it's a Friday afternoon. I'm out for the lunch rush, and I'm over at Combo Kitchen picking up D. Wade Burgers. It's a $8 order going about 3 miles. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dan. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, like the content if you do. But I want to talk about something that occurred to me yesterday. I was delivering an El Pollo Loco order. It was a decent order. It was starting out at $10. It actually ended up over $15, which is I was a little surprised after I made contact with a woman I'm calling Karen. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. All right, well, I just got my order from D. Wade Burgers. So anyway, driving this El Pollo Loco order over to the customer, which is actually in an affluent neighborhood. I get there and it's meet at door. Those are a mixed bag. You never know what you're going to run into. There's a lot of people that want to meet you at the door because they have a cash tip for you. This one definitely wanted to meet me at the door. The lady, and I will reference the Wikipedia Karen right here. Just picture her being the one that answers the door. The first thing she asked me was, did you get my guacamole? And I said, well, ma'am, Pollo Loco puts their meals in a heat-sealed bag. I don't get to look in the bag. I wouldn't get to look in the bag anyway. So they seal their bag so you guys can't eat the French fries. So the next thing out of her mouth, as she's ripping the bag open in front of me looking for guacamole, she says, well, I guess I can't hold you responsible if you can't get into the bag. I said, well, you know, even if I could have been responsible, any level of customer service, you just talked yourself out of anyway with that French fry comment. So you have a good day. I'm heading back to my car now. So bye-bye. So anyway, that happened. And thank you, Karen. All right, well, that D. Wade Burger order was delivered successfully. I'm back over at the Bubble, and if you remember in my last video, which I'll post right here, I was getting into some Reddit posts that I'd found in their archives from about 3 years ago. I was just trying to see what differences may have occurred in, you know, the DoorDash world and during that period of time. I haven't been dashing for 3 years. This was in response to something. It said, yes, $1 a mile is a nice filter, but don't let that get you to accept orders at long wait restaurants. This day and age, I would replace that one with a 2. So make that $2 a mile. Don't be rude to customers. We just covered that a little while ago. I don't know what we're referring to as customers here, if we're talking about the people we're handing the food to or the people we're getting the food from. I don't consider a restaurant a customer. I'm just a conveyance there. And although I am not being paid to take crap from people at restaurants either, so you can forget that. I will be a thorn in their side if there's some inequities going on. I had one more. Keep at least a mental list of bad apartment complexes. This was 3 years ago, and I don't think the Beans app, which I'll post right here, even existed 3 years ago. I use the Beans app when I'm going to places I don't mind going to. Okay, so I know my area. And one thing I'm not doing is I am not delivering food to high crime areas. That's not happening. The sphere of places that I'm willing to deliver to goes down with the sun. I'm just one guy. It's not like I can call for backup. Number one, my safety, period. My safety is number one. Food doesn't matter. You can get more food. I can't get more heartbeats. If you guys have any questions or have anything you want to add to, please leave me some comments. We've got Del Taco order 675 going 1.6 miles, and we're going to go grab that, and I'll talk to you at the drop-off. Well, I picked up the Del Taco order. I'm heading to the drop-off. Just as I was getting back in the car, I received a shop and pay order through Uber Eats for $13, and I'll have to get back to you on the miles. All right, well, I have just completed the Walgreens shopping order. It was 3 items related to a popular pandemic virus. I'm now photographing the receipt. So that is done, and let's see how many miles we're going to be driving. 1.7 miles for $14. So how about that, huh? Standing in line at the Walgreens, a drugstore, by the way. There was a mother and I'm going to say a 5-year-old in front of me. Obviously, she had just picked him up from kindergarten or preschool or something. and this kid was grabbing every candy off the candy aisle alongside the check stand, putting it in his mouth and putting it back in the candy case. Have we learned nothing in the last 2 or 3 years? As a parent, you're gonna stand there and just let this happen? Stop it, man! Head back to headquarters for a little bit of a beverage break. Just to let you know, while I was off camera there, and I wish I'd taken a screenshot, but I didn't, DoorDash tried to throw me a $19.75 Del Taco order, which sounded fantastic, until I saw it was going 24 miles! That's a 48-mile round trip. I would have had to drive 22 of those miles just to get back in my zone. Come on, man. Anyway, I'll see you on the other side of my beverage break. Okay, I'm just leaving Panda Express, where I've picked up 2 orders. It's a stacked order. It's a mediocre order. One's $5 and one's $3 and change. Altogether, they're going about 3 miles. So I'm gonna go drop those off. Delivered a Panda Express order on Grub Hub. It was $11 for 5.1 miles. I did turn down a simultaneous McDonald's order off of DoorDash. It was about the same money and about the same distance. However, it was going to an area I didn't really want to go to, apartment complex that I don't like going to for safety reasons. I wound up declining that. On DoorDash, my acceptance rate is just hovering around 70%. I long since passed my 100 deliveries this month for DoorDash to qualify for Top Dasher, and my completion rate is somewhere up around 98-99%. So I just got to keep the 70% acceptance rate going, which isn't that hard. I mean, it's 1 for 1. It's judged on your last 100 deliveries, right? I have DoorDash paused. I'm going to unpause it right now, and we have made 7 deliveries. I plan on doing 10. A $7 Madrano's order on DoorDash. It's going 1 mile. All right, well, an unfortunate thing has happened. I was in the middle of taking a Wingstop order on DoorDash, which I'm in the parking lot of. Just as I was hitting accept on that order, a Uber Eats order popped up, and anybody who knows about Uber Eats, it's a really touchy app. Anywhere you touch on the screen accepts the order. So that one is like a $12 order out of McDonald's. I don't know what the distance is, but the DoorDash order from Wingstop is of such a short distance that it doesn't bother me to take both orders and stack them on 2 different apps. What is going to be the thing that decides whether I actually do both of them is if I go into Wingstop and this Wingstop order isn't ready. If it's not ready, then I'm dumping the McDonald's order on Uber Eats, as you know, like a sack of dirt. I am going into Wingstop. All right, everybody, I think that's going to do it for me for this Friday shift. We did 10 orders, and I think we made somewhere around $80, as I usually do. I will post my final stats right up here for all to see. I'd like to thank you all for being along with me. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell. That would be awesome. And I will see you all somewhere down the high desert food delivery trail.